in the spring, it doesn't seem to matter what you do, weeds are absolutely out of control. Did a video a while back on some potatoes where we had to do some weed control. Now we're getting ready to put in corn, and the corn patch we thought was ready, well, maybe not so much. As you can see, we've had major gully washers, but as I walk down through here, look at all these weeds. Now, this particular part of the garden was turned into fall. It's been lightly weeded twice so far in the early spring. Man, we got a mess. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna break out the big guns. We're gonna break out the wheel hoe today. I guess the bigger question is, how effective is a wheel hoe? Let's look. When you are looking at extreme weeds, and in my view, this is pretty extreme, you better do something pretty quick or it's going to be out of control. There's a couple different tools you could use. You could use a stirrup hoe, and that would certainly work, although this is probably maybe 75 feet wide, maybe, I don't know, maybe 100, 150 feet long. With a stirrup hoe, better plan a week or two to get that done. We've used small tillers for this in the past. Actually, I have 2 of them. And they do a fine job, it looks great, but I'm gonna tell you right now, once you turn that dirt, it goes down, well, as far as you want it to go down, but we tried to just scratch the surface, and still it goes down 3-4 inches. You're going to turn some of those weed seed, and within a week or so, or after a good rain, you're gonna have massive weeds again. That's why we turn to the wheel hoe. I think you've heard me talk about some of the gully washers we get. Look at this. Man, oh man, oh man. These are a couple of the wheel hoes that we have. This is the Wizbang that I put together, a decade or 2 ago. And of course, this is the double wheel Haas. Now, you can put attachments of all different kinds on these things, especially the Haas. They make everything under the sun. Different cultivating tools, arch high wheel, I mean, all kinds of stuff. But I prefer that stirrup hoe because for us, the weed pressure here is really 2 different things. We have a massive amount of sage-grass, which is primarily, if you can see out there, primarily what that light green is. And we have Bermuda grass. Now, Bermuda grass, if you cut it, it's going to grow again, but this does a great job of at least whacking it out. With sage-grass, though, when you roll over this thing with a wheel hoe of any kind, using that stirrup hoe, it separates the foliage from the roots, and the sage-grass dies. So away we go. You can see I have started this, and the idea is to run the wheel hoe, go up and down the aisles, let this dry out. It's a little bit wet to suit me, but I mean, you have to do what you got to do with the weather. But if you look over here, this is about a half hour or so. This looked very much like that. And the sun is doing its job because the stirrup hoe is separating the plant in half. Does an amazing job. So, is the wheel hoe effective in at least spring weeding? Well, I think it's effective no matter when you use it. I highly suggest, if you've not used a wheel hoe, you might want to try one out. They are absolutely amazing for keeping weeds down if you're growing on a large scale. If you're one of those people like you see on YouTube with 7 tomato plants and 4 pepper plants and, you know, a 10 by 10 patch of corn or something, it probably doesn't matter. You can get by with a handheld stirrup hoe of some sort. If you are growing in bulk, like you need to do should supply chains have problems, i.e. pandemic problems, World War III problems, zombie apocalypse, whatever, you know, whatever's going on out there today, you never know. If you're growing your food for your family and you have to have it in bulk, I highly suggest you use a wheel hoe. As you can see, the stirrup is what I call it. I think they call it an oscillating hoe. Nonetheless, goes back and forth. So when you go forward or backward, it cuts the weeds. They also have another size, which is much bigger. And frankly, in what I have to work with today, that would be a lot more work than I'm willing to do. So anyway, Haas has got lots of stuff that you can hook onto this thing. The Wizbang, not so much, although they can be adapted to these oscillators as well. If you did this right, you're gonna find a whole lot of this. You can see where you got a little bit of root here, but where a lot of this has been broken off. See, most of the roots are gone. Hence, this will be dead as soon as the sun comes out or the wind blows. Just this little bit I've done so far, right? It's taken me maybe a half hour. This would have taken me hours with a regular stirrup hoe, a regular hoe. Now, the only thing would have been faster would have been, at least in the short term, would have been a tiller. Small tiller, scratching the surface. The problem again is, gonna stir up some seeds, you're gonna get a bunch more weeds. It's been about, I'm guessing 12, 16 hours, something like that, since I ran the wheel hoe out here. Let's take a look, see what it looks like now that we've let it sit overnight. No, it's not absolutely perfect, but it's pretty doggone close. Let's take a close look here. You can see there's a few here and there that aren't quite gone, but for the most part, weeds are gone. So, I'll let you answer the question. Are the wheel hoes effective? I certainly think they are. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, I'll see you down at the bar.